how do you even review things? Like, what's your process? What's your crazy process? So I thought I would take you behind the scenes today, sort of fill you in on how I get from A to Z with my scorecard reviews, how it all kind of comes together, how the sausage is made. That's a weird saying. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about today. So welcome back to the channel, guys. It's so good to see you. I'm Britt, creator of The Style Shaker, your guide to cleaner, greener, better for you beauty, skincare, and more. I try it out for you so you know what to buy, and more importantly, what not to buy. I'm gonna take you through how I review products. I think it might be interesting, hopefully. And also it's just kind of fun for me to talk about and nerd out on. So if you wanna learn more about that, then stick around and let's get into it. Okay, so I actually stopped and I made a full list on my phone for this just so I could stay somewhat concise because I am notorious for not doing that. You know, you look at a foundation and you're like, okay, cool. It started very differently than where it is now. I've been doing this for 4 years. I guess we'll start there. I have filmed hundreds of videos. The first videos were like, ooh, no idea what I was doing, but that's what kind of the beauty is of YouTube. You just learn as you go and you refine, and you have to be okay with looking like a complete idiot. So that's what I did. It's been kind of a cool process, and for those that have been here since the beginning, mwah, I love you. Thank you for staying with me and supporting me along the way. You've seen it. You know, am I right? Like, you know. Now the process is sort of like a well-oiled machine. First, it starts with the product. I go off of your recommendations. I keep them on a Pinterest board. It's private now. I go off of what I see out there in the marketplace. I'm clued in and everything's on my radar, so I'm always looking. I scour the web, I research, and then I get my list together, and I have a set list and a set budget every month. I order online from my favorite sites. You can see them in the starter guide, and then I wait. Usually not that long. Oh, I forgot to mention that when I'm browsing these things online, I'm looking at shade ranges and I'm looking at ingredients. I'll do a quick scan of ingredients. Sometimes I will buy a product, case in point, Kjaer Weiss's foundation and concealer, when I see parfum in there. I do that even though as a person I would never buy that and use it. I can't stand that it's even in there without being transparent. Slightly salty. I'll get it so I can put it on blast on the channel in a objective way and let you know what's happening. That's more for information purposes. So that's the second step, really. I do a quick scan of ingredients and I look at shade ranges too. Then I get a delivery. It's very exciting still. I still love getting them. And I do what I call intake. I'm telling you, it's a system. Intake is a very involved process, and sometimes I pepper it in throughout my day. Like if I have a lunch break, if I can after work, I do a lot of like before work and after work. I will take the box and there is a set number of images and things I need to do to prep these products. So I call it B-roll. I do stills, I do application videos, I do all the stuff that I use to put into my videos for you. I've learned the quickest way to do this is when I get the product. Does it happen all the time? Absolutely not. But that is what I call intake. I have a database of information that I do, and that is also when I set up my scorecard post on the site and I review all of the ingredients. And I have a separate database. Are you spinning yet? Are you freaking out? I have a separate lookup database that includes not just EWG ratings, but ratings from the Credo Beauty List, other research I found, notes along the way, and it's like this massive VLOOKUP Excel spreadsheet. Who am I? But it is my holy grail. It's how I quickly decide whether or not I like an ingredient or I don't. It's the mothership. It's Mecca. It's what I live by. All of the intake and all of the B-roll happens, and it is not a short process. For one product, it's usually maybe an hour, maybe 2, maybe not, maybe 30 minutes. It depends on the product. For a box of products, it's like you gotta separate 3 hours or something like that, because I like to get the right images, I like to get the right lighting. It's a little perfectionism at its work. Oddly therapeutic sometimes when you don't want to really think. I like that kind of work. My mom calls it DIT. It's like DIT. I don't know why she calls it that, but it stuck with me. It's that tedious, sort of monotonous, organizing situation where there's this weird part of me that just sort of calms down and I'm like, can't talk, coffee, DIT, database. It's a happy time for some reason. I don't know. I kind of like it. I have to sometimes pull myself away and I go, have you eaten? Did you pee? Once the B-roll's all there, I take all of that information, it's all in the database, I do it for all the products, and then I get to testing. Before I test, because I put all my notes on directly into the site, because before I would like write it down and lose it, so I create a scorecard post on thestyleshaker.com. I frame it, it has a template, I do all my things, I make like edits here and there. I have a tendency to like futz with these templates quite a bit. And then that is where I take notes and I put it directly onto the site. So when I finalize, they're already in there. I don't have to worry about it. I try and do one product a day during the week, and sometimes it's one every other day. And sometimes when I really don't know, I'll go longer. I have all of the background stuff done. It's a wonderful feeling, and I start scheduling the calendar, the content calendar. So I know I want the Kjaer Weis concealer on Monday. I want this for next Wednesday. I'm gonna do a faves and flops next Monday. You know, all the rest of it, it's all set up. The calendar then becomes my North Star that I live by, and I test accordingly to it. So I'm not gonna go into like all the did about testing daily. Yeah, so everything is filmed and done according to the calendar. Speaking of filming, after I finalize my testing, whether it's a day, 3 days, or a month, I do a quick review and then I film. I turn on my lights, I feed the cat so she doesn't meow a lot, and I film. Filming is the most fun for me. I can film all day, every day. If this is all I had to do, you guys would have 7 videos a week. Period, end of sentence, done. Filming for me is my fave. And then I edit. And I like editing. I just haven't figured out how to, I know I should probably pay someone to edit, but I'm also very finicky about how I edit my videos. So yeah, I haven't let go there yet. I think I need to let go. That's another thing. As you grow and you scale, you have to scale. I don't know, Silicon Valley, I was there for 7 years, so. Disruptors and like, there's editing, and then there's setting it up on YouTube appropriately. You have to do like all the zhuzhing creators. You hear me loud and clear on that. Tagging and this and your covers. Covers used to take me a long time. You guys, this process used to take forever. And then I would tweak and fine tune and be like, ooh, I don't like that kind of a cover. Ooh, this doesn't perform well. You know, all the rest of it. Now it is so much easier, but it took a long time to get here. But it's so worth it. And I enjoyed the process. If you don't enjoy the process, you're not gonna stick with it. I'll tell you that much. I don't know where that accent came from, but it's here. Yeah. Then I have filmed, I have edited, I have published the video, and it is out, and you are watching it hopefully, and hopefully you are finding it helpful. That is the point, that is the intention behind everything that I produce. I don't have a problem coming up with topics, let's just put it that way. I get all of my creativity when I'm on the treadmill listening to music, or in the shower, or near water. This is it, that's my creative process. Somebody asked me that in an interview once, which I thought was kind of cool, and I was like, oh cool, I'll tell you. Pretty simple, coffee, treadmill, music, and then anything near water, because I think water is a great energy source. So, but yeah, I've just stuck to this formula. I'll kind of battle with myself weekly on topics and be like, you should just do crazy fun, da, 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 da. And then I always regret that and I go back to what works. That's the process. That's from A to Z. That is from purchase to publish on the channel. And now you know what goes into every product review. Really, that's what I wanted. I wanted an objective review. This is exactly what I want as a consumer. But now you know what goes into every review, the more you know. Do, 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 do. All right, I gotta go. I'm losing it, I'm hungry. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it, subscribe to the channel, and click that bell icon. If you have any questions about the process, if you wanna know more about the process, leave your comments below. If you're like, what? Then leave your comments below. Basically, leave your comments below. I love hearing from you. If I don't reply quickly, it's not because I don't want to, it's just because I'm doing B-roll, or I'm editing, or I'm doing my full-time job, or I'm doing this, or I'm doing that. Just know I appreciate the comments, I appreciate you watching, and I appreciate that I get to do this, because I get to do this. I don't have to do this, I get to do this, and I know that. I know that. All right, see you real soon. Bye.